The winter weather has arrived. The boat is out of the water and under a tarp, so I can work on several projects in preparation for next season. The horses are disgruntled by the weather, but they're not being ridden quite as much, so they've got that going for them. Boat's under a tarp. It's still accessible, so I can get inside and do work. I had already replaced the water pump in the outboard, and I have repaired the rudder. The top of the rudder, where the tiller attaches, had broken previously to my buying the boat, and I have fiberglassed and epoxied it and repainted it. I'll remount the hardware later on today. Future projects will include a new rod for the anchor. Complicating all projects on the boat is Dorito, the master technician and mischief maker. He has to get into everything. He has to be involved in everything you do. He's figured out how to get through the tarp and the boat and climb up and be with you just when you don't need him. I have almost finished all of the projects for the boat for this season. Today I am going to finish installing the new depth finder. As part of the installation of the depth finder, I have to hook it up to the boat's power system, which, like other parts of the boat, as it turns out, was not in great shape. The old panel was somewhat corroded. Fortunately, new panels are inexpensive and easy to install. The transducer for the depth finder was a through-hole design, which I bought intentionally because previously there was a knot meter that had a through hole that went right through that spot, but it had been incorrectly installed, and so it actually leaked into the layer between the outer fiberglass hull. So I had to use a Dremel and cut out the inner hull, remove the wet damaged plywood, insert epoxy resin, and then use fiberglass to rebuild up to the inner hull. The new panel comes with 5 switches. I actually only need 4 switches, and so I am going to convert the rightmost switch to a master power switch, which I should be able to do fairly easily by moving the connector from the common bus to the outgoing switch. The new electrical panel is in, and the master power switch works. Let's try the running lights. Running lights are working. Let's try the cabin lights. Nice. And last of all, the depth sounder. The depth sounder is working. So, a successful project completed.